Welcome everyone to ChessWhiz TV, episode 431. I'm your host, The Wiz, and today let's play a chess variant. Your turn. This is my third attempt at starting the show. So, what does Game Genesis say here? You have no sound. That was attempt number one. Everything can be captured on a square and moves through. By sending a takeback, yes. So this is en passant chess, where things can be captured in French. It's French for and passant, obviously. So let's take, for example, let's say my bishop's moving here to c4. If he is attacking one of these squares, then he can say, hey, dude, take that back. And I have to play to the square he requests, and then he can capture it on that square. So this is a like takebacks required kind of game, but it's only for the purposes of capturing en passant. Knights, however, cannot be captured this way because they're jumping through the air. You can't move other chess pieces into the air. That's one of the rules of chess. Although, if you get angry enough, you might pass one of the pieces through the air into the opponent's forehead. This calls for a sip of water. So this variant was suggested to us by one of our viewers. I have several of those. Don't underestimate me. And so if you have an idea for a cool variant, don't feel unobligated to not post it below the video or in the chat box if we're chatting right now, because I love your guys' suggestions. Usually I write back and say, yeah, we already did that, because this is episode, what, 431? So so for example, he could capture bx e3 is possible here, which apparently he wants. But you have to capture it. You have to capture it now, dude, because otherwise you can't. F5. Oh no! Haha, he's choosing F5, except he means F4. He means F4, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I just moved through a square that was under attack with my bishop, and I lost my bishop. But on the plus side, now I don't have to worry about that bishop anymore. Now that it's died and gone to heaven, it's no longer my concern. So that is the plus side. You know, taking care of your friends and family can be stressful, so having them all die is a small benefit in that regard. I'm going to try to trick him into making the same mistake. It's like if he plays this, same mistake. So what if I play here? I've got d4. I've got an amazing center, thanks to my blunder. And now he can't play this move, right? I would capture him. He can't play this move. Well, he could if he's lost some brain cells. He can't play this move because I'll fork him in the face. So he's pretty much stymied, as they say. So let's just prepare for his bishop to be stymied. See what's going to happen here? Okay. Amppa in the chat says salvete omnes, which I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to let that stop me from pointing it out. So I know. No, that was a super bad move. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. No, he knows. Queen e3. No. Okay, so I'm just learning the ropes here. Apparently this is going the way most episodes do, which is ChessWhiz makes a huge lot of stupid blunders. I'm going to resign this game because I don't want to waste anybody's time, and by that, I mean I don't want to waste my own time. So let's try again, this time without huge blunders from ChessWhiz. Good luck with that. Usually, that's like the theme of the show. You've noticed the theme of the show is like chess variants. Like every time we play a new episode, there's a new chess variant, but there has to be something consistent between episodes just to tie them together. You know what I mean? And so what that is blunders from ChessWhiz. That's something that I try to keep a few every game just to keep things like, oh yeah, I know where I am in that game with ChessWhiz blundering. So that's a very calming effect. So I'm gonna play my bishop here, and I'm gonna pay attention to the en passant captures because everything can be captured on a square it moves through. That might not be the right letter, that N right there. Let's make sure he knows what I'm talking about. It. Okay, so if I take this, now I've laid a trap for him. For if he were to, for example, capture this pawn with his queen. No! I am learning nothing from my past. That's actually one of the mistakes that stupid people make. Oh, that's embarrassing. So I've noticed what stupid people do. Here's what they do. They make the same mistake over and over. I've heard it said that if you can learn from other people's mistakes, amazing. You're like one of the best human beings on the planet. If you can learn from your own mistakes, you're still doing really, really well. And if you can't learn at all, then you're about average. So that's apparently how I am right now. I've made the same mistake 3 times. And oh, can I? Nope, I can't. So I'm not going to play. Oh, now it doesn't matter. I will allow that capture. because it's going to open up my queen to this kind of thing here, which someone says, I'm late this episode because I'm in a chess tournament. No, I'm in a tennis tournament. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so Passant right here. Nope, no good. Okay, so I can capture, do some capturing, do some taking and capturing. I could take that or not, but he had 3 attackers, and by that I mean 2, so I'll just let that happen. Then I'll play here. Only bishops, rooks, queens, and pawns can be en passant captured. The kings do not move, travel over many squares unless you're very angry, and the knights jump into the air, which doesn't count because I think I covered that in one of my attempted starts of this episode, although I may not have. Okay. So we're in en passant chess. I'm down 1 piece, which is pretty average. Let's do. Because the proper move, of course, is to move the queen off the back rank. Did you guys know, if you're like trying to improve at chess, learn from me, because when I'm not blundering, which is about every move, I am making good moves. So you can learn from these great moves. Moving the queen off the back rank counts as developing your queen, even if it's like going nowhere. Oh no. I can't believe I am a man who is an idiot of such proportion. Oh, I could have saved my queen too, except he's gonna request a take back after his eye. Game Genesis, you have stolen so many rating points from me. I want to play someone else. I'm gonna play Stevis. You know what? He's not even on the internet. Oh, he's on the internet now. I saw a bit of a gray square, and then I saw a black square. Thank you, Game Genesis GG, for showing me that I cannot learn from my mistakes. I could have saved my queen, but on the other hand, I would have been down 2 pieces, so that's still painful. Okay, so a large amount of focus here on the chessboard, and of course a large amount of focus on the commentary, because that's really why you guys watch. It's become very obvious to me that you don't watch this show in order to observe the beautiful chess, because there isn't any. And so we're going to pay attention to the commentary as well. And ooh, there have been some subtle traps. Of course, I've been the one falling into all of them, but let's admit, subtleties right here. So he says he's going to not a chess tournament, a tennis tournament. Did I say that part? Tennis tournament. That sounds interesting. Oh, I've made the stupid blunder again. The take back button is grayed out. So I cannot, he's fortunately just, we're going to have a problem here. You have to enable take backs. Takey backsies, because that's an important part of this variant. It's actually in the settings. Let's see if I can find it here. It's not in the notes. Don't be an idiot. That's my private note. Don't tell anybody. Let's go over here. Tools. Oh no, don't leave the thing. Is there settings in here? Community settings? Probably not community settings. Where's the settings in this game? Play, learn, watch, no. Community, no. Tools. How? Maybe next game. I'm working on it, man. Not even I can change the settings. I can click this button and add you time. Is that similar? Let's see. No, we'll do it this game. I'm going to figure it out here. Oh, he's got an awful lot of power coming in this direction. Let's distract his queen a little bit here. I've got this going. Okay, so where's the settings in this website? I need some help. Yulch the Great says, I watched this show to learn all about wizard chess. I wonder what that is. I can bookmark this game. I'm streaming. That's cool. Tools. Analysis board, opening explorer, board editor, import game, advanced search. None of those sounds like settings. Maybe it's under my username over here. Oh, preferences. Click your username, then preferences in upper right. Did you know you can hold down control and then your left and right arrow keys will do entire words? Ah, my clock. That's what you can do. Okay, so over here, now we go to game behavior. And he added time, I think. And take backs, you can put to always. Okay. Then game behavior then takes backs equals always. And here's some time for you because you were gentlemanly also. So I'm going to play my knight here, then I'm going to play my knight here. Knights are super good because they can't be en passanted, if that's how you say that. He says, okay, done. So now let's refresh the page. Maybe that will help, or maybe it's just a lockdown for this. Okay, we can take you back. That's fantastic. Okay. I think I can win this game because I am not down a piece, and that's very unusual for me. But if I just not like lose my queen here, then I'll be doing good. He hasn't castled because he's trying to take advantage of this. But I think he's going to castle pretty soon here. He wants me to get checkmated. I'm going to play here. I was definitely considering h6, but then I decided on g6. My thought process was I have to do one of them, and if I don't do either, I'll run out of time, so g6. That's very sophisticated thinking, I think. We're down to queens and rooks. I'm assuming he's going to capture my knight. And now we really have to watch out for this special rule, this en passant rule. For example, if I play here, don't do it, right? Okay, so let's play like this. You know what? Rooks are actually super bad. They're super bad in this variant. Because, I mean, he's got the same problem. He can't capture me, I can't capture him. We cannot cross this barrier right here, which means the whole, I'm trying to draw non-arrows. Okay. It means that the entire idea of a rook controlling an open file so we can go down that file is destroyed. Let's do this. Watch out for bxa5. If your rook moves past. Smiley face. Because I'll just have to mention to this guy that you know what happens in this chess variant. I lose my rook that way all the time, so I'll just give you that little warning. Because this endgame is looking interesting. What I'm learning, of course, is that, okay, let's close it up some more. Because I like the extra space. Then I'll play f5, then I'll play g5, then I'll play h5. Then I'll play f4 eventually. This is good. See, I have extra space here. I want to play in an area of the board where I have more advantages than he. And so over here, his pawn chain's pointed this way. The rule of thumb is that the direction your pawn chain is pointing is where you have more space, because this is the backward pawn, this is the forward pawn. That's not actually a backward pawn by the technical definition of the word. So let's take a little more space here. He's going to try to, and then I'm going to, and then he's going to, and then I'm going to, I'm going to play here. Which, I got this trick right here. I've followed it 4 times, so I'm very familiar with it. F takes E, F, E takes F3. Watch out. Winking phase. Okay, he watched out, but now this is a great position for me. This is great, and which means large position for me, because I have all the space in the world. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so the way the pawn chain is pointing tells you where there's more space. The rule of thumb is use your thumb to tell which way the pawn chain is pointing, and then play in that area of the board. So he should play over here on the queen side, which of course he can't because of the stupid variant, and I should play over here on the king side because he's on the queen side. My pawn chain's confused, but forget about that. Okay, let's see, can I do this? I think I'll do this. There's some dangers here, some serious dangers. There's not much to do, see? Oh, I'm going to capture you on Passant. DXZ4. Colon D, it's time to make the happy phase. He's choosing that one. I'm okay with that one, too. So I just win. Wow, it's easy to blunder in this variant. That's my conclusion. Easy to blunder, indeed. Because that was a trap right there. These 2 files were unusable. So I think the value of rooks, is really bad, really low. The value of the rook is really low because it gets captured that way. Do you think I'm going to lose this? Because these 2 pawns are actually kind of scary. They're not worth a rook, I hope, but now I can take this. Oh, man. Well, that's a free rook, so I guess I'll take it. He proposes a take back, but Oh no! Let's type which square. See where he wants me to go. He wants me to go to rook h4. I thought, oh, he's pinned, I'm safe, but no, I'm the demo man here. Let's get over here to the pawn promotion area. I was lucky. He could have just pushed and promoted, but I've survived here, I think, for now. But I can't play my rook here because of this. See? Oh, I could have captured that. Well, let's make a new queen. That'll make things a little bit cheerier. Don't you think? Oh man, I missed a good one. I could have had his rook for free. Wow, this chess variant is very unintuitive. It's so easy to blunder a rook, which tells me that a rook just isn't as valuable as it used to be. You know what I mean? A new queen, please. Watch out for en passant. Like this, blunder. He can capture that way. No, ChessWhiz! ChessWhiz, why would you do that? Oh, this is making me cry. After so many times making this mistake. Oh, he didn't. Okay, guys, hold on. He didn't notice. He could have just had me move here instead and then captured me with his rook. That's so deadly. Wow. He requests to take back. He's probably seeing it 3 moves ago. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that was there. This is so sad. I'm gonna give it to him because he's a nice guy, nicer than I am. Okay, so which square? How far are we going back, man? Which square? I'm giving it to him because I'm super generous. Like, look at me. Generosity is radiating out of my face right now. Queen h4. I got his pawn. So now my plan is that he's going to make another gigantic blunder. And that's how I will win. This is kind of interesting. If I knew my endgames, I wouldn't be amused, but as it is, I'm like, this is kind of funny. Like, what's he gonna move? I'm amused. You've probably seen this 3 days ago when you were studying rook endgames with 2 pawns against 1 and a king in a corner, because you guys study that kind of thing. But for me, this is new, so. Mango says, made a list of variants that can be played in a shared board editor out of the ones I've played before. Yeah, we should do that. We should like have shared board editor year and play for a year that way. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna get his rook. He's gonna fall for it. Wham! Wham! Rook g5, colon D, colon D, colon smile, smile, smile. Let's add a beard on there. Which key does that? Yeah, there we go. Scraggly beard on that because you're playing rook d5. I'm taking you and I'm owning you. I was generous and then I was winning. GG. Oh, oh. GG. Good game. Good game. Steve is 5. As you can see, people who are generous to others later checkmate their opponents if they blunder. So he wants to play one more. Let's give him one more because I know what it feels like to do what he just did. So let's give him one more game, and then we've got some challengers. We've got to take a few challengers. We're going to watch out for en passant captures this game. We're going to watch out. Like, we're going to minimize the quantity of blunders this game down to, like, maybe 4. That's how few we're going to have. It's going to be great. Can I capture any of these? No. Okay. Watch out. You got to watch everything. It's so easy to blunder stuff in this variant. Bishops are bad. I'm going to take that knight. Because think about it. Bishops can be captured as they move. Knights cannot. So you want bishops. I'll offer a trade of bishops. I wonder how stupid that was. Pretty smart, I think. I'm pretty and smart if you look closely. There's a real chin stroker. I got that. Nothing's in danger. Like, let's say that he took and I took with queens. Like, oh no, this pawns can be captured? No, because I can capture his queen en passant. And so there's really no reason to be concerned. So he's also getting a knight for a bishop, leaving us pretty much equal looking game, but I have a much, much better center, so I guess it's not equal. What can I do now with my huge advantage? Well, just keep on making good moves, I guess. AMEMP CPA says, oh, he must be a CPA. AEM CPA. The certified public accountant says, I made a variant where each time you move something, it turns into something else. That sounds kind of fun. To play once, and then you're like, why did I do that? And then you know, something else. Watch TV, which will brighten your mind a little bit. Is this stupid? Nope, it's smart. You know how smart I am? Very, very smart. My smartness is exceedingly great, which means large. He could force this move. You want to take on d3? Okay. Okay. I don't mind a trade of bishops. I'm okay. So materially, we're tied. It's remarkably, we've made like 10 or 15 moves, and we haven't blundered anything. So this is the new record for both of us. Let's see how long it can last. So no, you have to capture. Capture. Otherwise, it's not E.P. Which stands for en passant, which means in passing, capturing in passing. For those of you who don't know this rule in chess at all, because I'm sure there's a few of you who are like, what does this even mean? If a pawn moves 2 squares, then it's jumping over a square. And they were like, this is dumb. And by they, I mean the creators of chess. There are hundreds of them. You don't know the history, do you? Should I take that for free? Because if your pawn is right here, black's right here. If black pawn are right here. Nope, that's not even correct. Erase all that stuff. If there's a black pawn right here, you're supposed to be able to capture the white pawn when he tries to get past you. But if he moves 2 squares, he gets past. So they made a special rule to make things more fair. It's like socialist chess. If that pawn has all the speed, you can take away his speed and give it to yourself. I'm weighing the options here. They're pretty heavy. I'm actually not going to take that. Because tripled isolated pawns, there's one downside to that, which is you look like an idiot. But now I can just take this. What is he doing? That was odd. Now don't forget about all the traps here. Okay? Like, don't move past the stuff. Just don't move past it. Okay? Okay, thanks for all the stuff. So one thing we've learned here is that if you want to capture something like this, just don't, because he's going to make you go 1 square and then he's going to take you. Which would actually be an interesting reversal. You guys noticing what I'm noticing here? Which is I go here, he's like, nope, you have to go here. And then he goes here, but I'm like, nope, you have to go here. And then I'm like here, but then he's like, nope, you have to go here. And then he's like here, and then nope, you have to go here. And then so my rooks, I think this is what would happen. Like, and then something at the end. That's amusing. Let's walk very slowly. Because I don't trust it. Okay, I'm going back. It's too scary. Yeah, there's a lot of dangerous squares in here that are under attack. I'll hang my queen because I'm going to try to take him off the salt. If he tries to take my queen, I can just, you know, take it. So, no problems. Queens and rooks, they're not what they used to be. Not in this variant. Okay, I'm going to walk over here. Can't do much in this variant, can you? I'm going to maneuver my knight. I'm ahead of knight, so let's maneuver it. Oh, no. Oh, I could have had him that way. I'm under stress right now, guys. I know that you're watching this, eating your buttered popcorn, and you're like, oh. Rook d5 pulls. Thanks. Here's some time while you suffer and lose your rook. Rook d5 required. Got the rook. Okay. It's very easy for you to see obvious stuff, like rook takes the queen as it moves past. But for me, my brain's kind of short-circuiting right now. I can't do that stuff. You like this? It's kind of funny. Oh, can he take that? No, he cannot, because I've got this. Yeah, wow. So, this is really really changing the game. And I think that the net effect is that queens and rooks are really bad. I mean, because they can't use their power of distance. Let's give them a little more time here since I'm ahead 2 rooks. You basically need to move them 1 square at a time, like this. Because if you move it 1 square, then there's no fear, right? Because there's nothing. There's nothing in between that he could take. So just think of them as 1 squarians. Ew. Let's not lose the rook. Interesting. This actually can't be played properly on a regular chessboard because check is enforced. Like here, this shouldn't be check because he should be allowed to leave his king in check. And if I go to take it, then he would capture the rook with this move. So you see that there? Now that I've shown you? Yeah. So there is that. You're correct, Kibitzer in the chat saying why would he want to trade queens? He wouldn't. That was not a great idea for him to trade queens, but whatever. Check out this checkmate. It's pretty cool checkmate right here. You will enjoy this checkmate because I say you will. Checkmate Jimmy X. We got time for 2 more challengers. Game Genesis is back and Werder. Let's play with Werder. I did defeat you twice, Stevie, so that's all the defeat you get today. Let's remove someone else's feet. Everything that can be captured on a square moves through. Can be. Is. Let's make sure he's playing by the rules. This might just be Werder wandering in for a game. I've had that happen because I'm live streaming right now. If you're watching on YouTube, you don't have the same feel. The chat box is just flying as all my friends, and by that I mean both of them, are chatting in the chat right now. And so there's a much different feel when you wander in. You're like, wow, there's this populist guy. There's so many people, and he's one guy. That's what populist means. And he's streaming. So I want to get in there and play him. And they don't realize that we're screwing with our brains here. And so that happens regularly. But it happens like as often as I defecate. That's what I mean by regularly. Because I'm a regular guy. Okay, that's a very poor pun. But it goes well with this urine I'm drinking. I'm a big fan of puns. In fact, I have a shirt. I have a shirt that says, it says on the shirt that if you go a week without puns, oh man, I'm so bad. You guys know about that? You know, okay, it says 7 days without a pun makes 1 week. I guess I kind of started with the punchline. Have you ever done that before? No, because you never tried to tell a joke. But if you have tried to tell a joke, then you know what that's like. So there are queens who are attacking each other, but once again, don't capture because there's all these traps in between. That's nothing I can do anything about. Let's just go here. I think this is going to get interesting real soon. Right now, not too interesting, but there's going to be some captures and some en passant, and then we're going to be... Oh, I love it. I love it, Mango Town. Throwing in some pun in the chat right here. He says he stayed up all night wondering what happened to the sun. And then it dawned on him. Oh, beautiful. Can I capture his queen here or here? No, but I certainly don't want to make this attempt. I would get captured right there. Let's instead move something 1 square. This is a very safe strategy in this game. Don't try this, of course. And for those of you wondering why I'm not taking the queen this way, it would be check to my king, not a legal move. Not illegal. It's problematic, actually. Let's ignore the problem. That's a way many people solve their problems, by ignoring them. Don't underestimate it. My rook is now trapped because if I play here, he can force me to get en passant captured. But I'm not going to let that bother me because I'm a person who ignores his problems. I'm learning more about this variant every time. Like I'm noticing that if you just attack squares, that's a pretty good thing. Just attack them squares. Why didn't he take me? I'm stressed out about that. Let's go here. Because just attacking the squares means he can't move through them. Like, does he want to pick up this pawn? Well, he's got a problem right there. I would capture him en passant. I can't capture this because of this capturing me right here. So you see, Ivan, in Soviet Russia, square capture you. It's not a great accent. Man, I'm struggling, really struggling, and losing at the same time. Now I can play this. Maybe he's being super smart by not taking this rook. It's hard for me to tell. That's safe. I'm not gonna move here. Oh, he's so good. He's so good. He's noticing all the obvious things today. Moving things one square is a great strategy. How's this going to work out? I can't take that. His 2 extra pawns are going to be pretty useful. Oh, wow. I'm not attacking any of these squares. Wow. Okay, I've successfully demonstrated how to win at this game. The way to do it is to play like my opponent. Wow, thank you, Werder, for that demonstration. GG, I'm going to resign because of my lack of a queen. I have 2 more challengers at Game Genesis I play, so I'm going to take this game against Eric002, another of my favorite folks, and then we're going to call it a show because I'm starving right now. But I'm not a complainer, so you don't know that. Let's see. Everything can be captured on a square it moves through. Very, very interesting. Interesting variant, especially when you don't blunder the way we did in the first 5 games. That last game was very demonstrative. The way Werder played there showed us how to win. So in this game, my focus is get rid of the bishops. They're just not great pieces. Trade them for those knights, okay? Because the knights, they can do things and they don't get captured en passant. So then after that's done, the next step is to gloat. Like, whoa, I traded all my bishops for your knights. Yeah, man. So then after I do that, I don't know. Call it a day. Oh, I could have taken his bishop. No, Eric. Watch out. EXF5 was possible. Okay. Oh, I almost lost my queen. If I had done that, he'd be like, no, you play there, and then I take you. Yikes. And for those of you wondering how you do all those colors, you hold down Shift while right-click dragging. And if you hold down Alt while right-click dragging, and then you hold down both, you can get these cool different colors of arrows. Cool. That's like the best part of the show, I think. It's all the different arrow colors. Okay, 4-player chess is a lot of fun. Maybe you should try it for episode 450. Great suggestion. Great suggestion. Maybe I should. Okay, what's left? He still has a knight. Let's go take it. Ooh, not so fast there, Stevie. Let's can I play this? No. If I play that, I would get captured this way. Everybody knows about that. So I'm going to be a little more careful here. We're going to fight in the center with my excess f-pawns here. I like this. I like the way this is going. Can't capture him. Always check for free queens. It's like I've added that to my heuristic now. First, check for three queens. 3 queens? He doesn't have 3 queens. And then make your chess move. Adding that little step in there, very useful. Every time a free queen comes by, like, I checked for that, and now I have it. Move my king over for 2 reasons. First of all, I now have this open file that I'm not going to use because rooks are awful. And then I'm also out of the pin, so I can use all of my f-pawns, which I gloat about all the time. Like, look at all these f-pawns I'm using. Yeah, very good. So what can we do now that would demonstrate my dominance? Dominate my demonstrants here. Just keep doing the thing. If I like push this pawn here, push this pawn here, I like the way that looks. Yep, it's looking good. He's running out of time also. Give him a little time. What? What? Rip. Was he feeling trapped? Maybe he felt he couldn't go here. He couldn't go there. Oh, yeah, because that would capture him off his side. I just trapped his queen, guys. Now, the only thing that would have made that better is if I'd noticed that I had trapped his queen. But other than that, that was a perfect play, trapping his queen. Brilliant. Brilliant. Good. Let's do it this way. Good point. Okay. This is the way people write good point on the internet. Interesting fact about that is Ken M never actually wrote good point that way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. What do we got going here? Problems? Don't take that, man. Don't do that. What about this? Is that good? No. So I'll do it. He's going to make me take that back. So I have to play here. And he can actually take this safely. I'm not attacking any of those squares. But my extra queen should be the victory here. This is a fun chess variant, guys. You should try this one with your friends. I don't say that every episode. Sometimes I forget. So I take this. He's defending with the knight. I take this way. He wins my queen. Okay. Over here, I guess. Here. Get that queen a little closer to everything. This is good. Because you know I've got this. I can take this way. I've got this, so his rook can't really participate. Oh man, I have to go here, but now you have to take it. That was so scary. So the rule, let me just get specific here. The rule is if you force him to play the shorter move, you must capture it. But in the process of you capturing it, he might make a move where you can capture him, in which case you can force him to do that, I think. And then you must capture that, and then he might force you, and so on and so forth. Because that's the way people who were born 70 years ago talk. And so on and so forth until you appear very old. I think b4 makes sense here. I just really want this pawn. And I don't want him to defend it this way. So now I can take it. Right? Yes. He pushes. I take him. He pushes. I'm annoyed. Man. Let's go here, okay? Wait, can you EP back? I don't know what you mean. When? Huh? Send that. That usually demonstrates a proper level of confusion by saying when, huh? Okay, let's put the king. He has a lot of pawns for my queen, and as we've learned, queens aren't that good, so let's take it easy here. The game's not over yet. These pawns are attacking a lot of things. Like, I want to go like this. I can't do it. He got me right there. Like you force, then opponent forces you back. Yep, you can have this weird cascading chain of forcings. It's weird. But I think that's the best way to interpret it. If you have another idea, you can tell me. And I'll read that over there. The chat's over there, by the way, in case you're wondering where it is. Okay. So in order to use my rook effectively, I need to move it one square at a time. Just think it goes one square. Because I do this, he captures me right here. Oh, man, this is brutal. Oh. Because he's going to check me. He's going to promote this mess. Man. Maybe I should take this pawn. He makes me there. Take. I'm going to lose my rook for a pawn. Okay, new strategy. Lose rook for pawn is the top of my strategy list here. Because that was just too difficult to stop. Now queen for rook. We're going to use the queen to win against the rook. Uh-oh. No, I'm okay. I got this subtle prevention here, which is worth a pound of cure. If I take, start with check. Technically, he should be allowed to stay in check because he could actually capture this queen as it goes by. So when you play this over the board with your friends, if you have any friends, then you should actually try it that way, where you can stay in check. That would be pretty cool. But can't enforce that online. Otherwise, I'd be doing that as well. And I think I'm okay here. Queen against a rook. He only has 0 pawns in exchange for that, which is a pretty small number. 0 pawns advantage right now. I don't think that's going to be enough for him. So I could just trade my queen for that rook and win. I think I could, but let's not overdo it. Take it easy here. Promote this pawn. Oh, that would be dumb. He would actually force me to move into the middle. We know about that trick. So I should just take that rook, right? And then push, 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 push. How do I lose? I won't lose. I can't lose. I'm going to win. But what's the hurry? He actually can't take me. We can't take each other. Yeah. Extra queen. Should be sufficient to win. No, ChessWhiz, no, ChessWhiz, why do you end the episode with... Oh, he didn't notice. Never mind. There's no problems here. No, this is a very normal chess position where nobody makes any mistakes. Oh, he could have just forced me to walk into a deadly square. Oh, man. You're so kind. Oh, now he's taking back, right? Now he's going to go back 4 moves. Watch. Like, oh, wait, 4 moves ago, I had a good move. Hold on. I can also take back 3 moves. Like, oh, this is great. Oh, I remember now. I could have taken your queen for free. I'm so gentlemanly. I'm going to give this to him. And I think it's going to be a draw. I wish I knew any bad words. Because if I knew bad words, I would use them right now. C4. I would use them. This is a draw. For those of you who don't know, a pawn on the side is very hard to win with, you know. If the opponent gets to the corner like this, you can't get him out, so you can't win. So let's offer a draw. However, another interesting twist is that even if you get to the corner, you still can't win if your opponent has you pressed against it. Like black king here, white king here, you can't win still because you can't get out of the corner. There's no space to get out on that side, and the other side of the board is blocked by the opponent's king. So you're stuck in there. And if you ever do get out, well, that's because he's getting in, and then you've got the first problem. So pawn on the side, very drawish. Thank you for the game, Eric. I've got to go because of a reason I won't complain about. But thank you guys for trying that variant with me. A lot of traps in that variant, but I definitely enjoyed it. If you want to see more ChessWhiz TV, just look around the YouTube channel, youtube.com/something. Just don't watch ChessWhiz. He's really stupid. You definitely want ChessWhiz much, much better. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.